What's up, guys, and welcome to the Zaxby's virtual tailgate party hosted by the Houston Outlaws and the Florida Mayhem. I am Shadow24, also known as Winston, and I am joined by a good friend of mine, Spree. Spree, how are you doing today?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, you know, making it through. Still kind of rough with all the quarantine and goings on in the world, but here in the virtual world, it's pretty nice. Been playing a lot of Valorant recently, trying to get that new Zarya skin. How's your life been in quarantine?
It's been all right. It's annoying to not be able to go out, but you know, as a gamer, you're not really affected by it, so.
True. It's kind of like, you know, gamers have been socially distancing for quite some time now. We've been practiced at it. We're going to be getting into, just so everybody out there knows, we are going to be getting into some shenanigans today. We have a Q&A with Spree that's going to be coming up that all of you beautiful people out there in the chat and Discord have submitted some beautiful questions. So we're going to get that rolling soon, along with our Thomas the Tank Engine game. Definitely one of the custom games that has caused a little bit of rage on my side of the table. How do you feel about the Tank Engine play as one of the custom games?
Me? I haven't played it, so I don't know. I don't know.
So we're gonna get to see this fresh. All right. And after our Q&A, we are going to have our Pharmercy 3v3, which I believe we are calling the Pharmercy Chicken Off, which is going to be fun.
Cool.
But how are you feeling about today's matchup? You know, we're going to be playing the Florida Mayhem later today, but more importantly, you're playing the Florida Mayhem with fans for some bragging rights. Do you think you're going to be able to carry those fans to victory?
Of course. I'm really confident about it. Feeling it.
Now, what's your fire experience like, though? I know you play a lot of tank play.
Oh, okay. So it actually goes long back in the days. Before I actually was a Zarya player, I used to play Pharah and a team. Because Pharmercy was pretty good back then in Season 1. And yeah, I played like Pharah, a lot of Pharah and scrims.
Alrighty.
And I played it also in ranked a lot. And yeah.
Well, that is inspiring to hear. That's pretty much what I want.
I also played it like once or twice for our team, like an actual Overwatch League match.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of times to like flex, like have like a flex role, you know.
Well, that is good to know. Now that our team members are going to be, or our fans are going to be coming in, good to know that you'll be able to lead them to victory. I have all the confidence in you.
Yeah.
But
Awesome.
The questions are starting to flow on in. I just want to double check and make sure that we are good to go on all of that. But before we do, I have to ask, the painting that's above your bed, what is it? The glare is just enough that I can't see.
Wait, this one?
Not the Zenyatta one behind you, the one that's just off.
This one above my bed?
Yeah, that one.
That's Adventure Time. I love
very
Adventure
nice.
Time. Yeah.
Who's your favorite character in Adventure Time?
Definitely the dog, Jake.
Okay.
I love his ability to, like enlarge himself and become smaller, become bigger, and he's like elastic powers and stuff. It's really cool.
Yeah, I remember I had a onesie in high school that was it was a Finn onesie, and then it had Jake in the pocket of the onesie.
I really like the randomness show.
It's sometimes I think Adventure Time was created by they took a couple of writers and they threw them in a broom closet, and they were like, all right, we'll check on you in a year, and whatever you've written we'll do, no edits.
Yeah.
And they came out of the closet and they were like, here's 6 seasons of Adventure Time.
Yeah.
All right, it looks like we've got our first question rolling in.
Cool.
All right, so what is your favorite Overwatch League skin? If you had to pick one, what are you gonna go with?
The Outlaw Sigma skin.
The Outlaw Sigma skin? How come?
Yeah. Because I really like Sigma. And I like his default skin, so having the pattern of the Outlaws, the colors of Outlaws on him, I like it. That's like my favorite. That makes me my favorite Overwatch skin.
Okay, I can see that. Many people favor the Guanju Spark skins, but I definitely like the Sigma Overwatch skin. Looking at it right now.
Yeah, we have pretty cool away skins too. So
I love the white on the away skin. I think it's a very clean look. If you had to design an MVP skin, what do you think you would do? And which character would you choose?
I would do. Wait, let me think of it. I would either do. So I need a Sigma. I'm thinking about a Sigma one. I'm thinking about a Zarya one. So for Zarya, obviously like the team of wrestling or like gym stuff, because I like. For me, I like working out. Yeah. So I would have her in like a really modern tank top. You know, like I don't want. Yeah, like a. Like a gym gear, like a normal gym gear, like a 2020 gym gear. Okay. And for Sigma, maybe like, I don't know, a uniform?
The big question is, would he be wearing shoes on your skin?
Yeah, he would be wearing shoes.
You put shoes on? Okay,
yeah,
that's kind of important thing.
I would like to see him in a tuxedo. That would be pretty cool.
All right, so like maybe like a classy Sigma. I can see that.
Yep.
Let's see what else we got here. Ooh, if you could choose one hero to ban from Overwatch, which hero would you choose and why?
Forever?
Forever. Click the button, they're gone.
I mean, it's a bit too late now. I would have banned Brig, but it's a bit too late now. She's getting changed. So I would go for Orisa. Definitely Orisa.
Orisa? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's one that you don't usually hear, but I guess I see that. And then a bit more of a hypothetical question here. If Overwatch never existed, if they never made the game of Overwatch, where do you think you would be right now?
I would probably be making video games. I was studying in college for game designer, and the reason why I quit is because I was doing pretty good in Overwatch in terms of getting signed and stuff, and beating pro teams. But otherwise, I would have definitely continued being like a game designer.
And is there a specific genre that you might have tried to go into, or a specific game style that really sparked your interest?
I always loved competitive games, so I think I would have ended up trying to participate in making a competitive game, or like from scratch. But yeah, just competitive games. I love them.
So something along the competitive line. Not too far off from what you're doing now. And on the topic of, you were saying how you were doing good in school and then teams started scouting you and everything. How did you end up joining the Outlaws? What was that process like for you?
Okay, so I wasn't FaZe Clan before Outlaws. And Overwatch League was like releasing. It was like in secret. They were not announcing it yet, but people were already like recruiting players from teams. They were like taking players from other teams who they thought was good players. And I think because I was playing with Raucus in FaZe Clan back then, and I think Raucus was recruited in Outlaws before me, and I think he recommended me as a secondary tank player. Because I was really good Zarya, and I was playing D.Va too for FaZe Clan. Okay. Yeah.
Very nice. The power of friendship and connections.
Yep.
And then, do you play a lot of custom games in Overwatch?
I have played some, but okay. So there's one custom game I really like that I play a lot is the aim arena one, because that is really good to practice your aim. So I would really recommend if people want to practice their aim, play at aim arena. That's number one thing you gotta do.
Aim arena. Alrighty.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that one up because my aim could definitely use some work.
Yeah.
And then keeping it a little bit on topic with our Zaxbys, beautiful chicken coming down. Is it nuggies or is it tendies? Chicken nuggets or chicken tenders?
Chicken tendies.
Tendies? All right. Bree has spoken. It's chicken tendies, not the chicken nuggies. And still sticking with the chicken. Would you rather fight 100 chicken-sized horses or one horse-sized chicken?
One horse-sized chicken.
You'd go with the horse-sized chicken. I think I would go with the 100 little horses. You can run away with those. That big old beak's gonna come for you, though. Ooh. Of your teammates, who is the best cook and who is the worst cook?
Best cook, Jaxy. Worst cook, Dante.
You know what? From the focus videos, I probably could have gleaned that one. And then just a little bit of an update on what's going on with you. Anime, are there any that you're watching right now that you're really excited about? If any.
Anime?
Yes.
So I'm really into Dragon Slayer.
Okay.
Dragon Slayer, right? Or Demon Slayer. Sorry.
Demon Slayer.
Yeah, that's the new anime. And I think season two, the new season is about to come out soon. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Otherwise, recently, I've just been watching like some random animation movies, like animation, like anime movie.
Okay.
But I don't remember the name.
But there's nothing other than Demon Slayer.
No,
I'm not the brain.
I don't really like. It doesn't ring a bell right now.
Alrighty. Well, simple question here coming in: doggo or cat? Or let me pronounce this right: doggo or cat? Catty? Cat, I think is how it's pronounced in this instance. But dog or cat? What do you think? Which makes the
Definitely,
better cat?
okay, I love both, but I would lean more towards dog.
Why? What makes you lean away from cat?
Because they're so, like, they give so much love, and they're so lovable, and they're always so happy, and cats can do that too, but not as, like, affectionate, They're easier to care, but, like, dogs are just more of a friend,
Okay, that works. Alrighty, folks. We have a couple more questions set up, but we are going to quickly take a short break so that we can make sure that our lobby is set the way that it needs to be so we can start bringing people in and do the train wreck and everything. So please stay here. We will be right back, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We've got a couple more questions before we hop on in to our next event. One of those being one of my favorite questions that I've seen so far. And I'm going to word it a little bit differently because I want a certain result out of you. But the question is, if you could only live with one of your teammates from now on, which one would it be on why? But I'm going to raise the stakes. If you had to live on a desert island with only one of your teammates,
oof,
who
that's
would
a
you
hard
bring
one.
to the island and why?
That's a hard one here.
Get into the hard-hitting questions, yeah.
Okay, we have to like think deeply about it because this is a really important question, you know?
Talk me through your process.
Okay. Okay, Jaxy is a good cook, but can he survive? That's the question. Can he get the ingredients? Can he get the resources?
All right.
We need someone that's able to get resources. Okay. Who's good at getting resources?
I feel like Blase could help out. He's tall.
Yeah, Blase. Yeah, definitely Blase. Okay, Blase is the guy. Blase is the guy. He's my guy.
Well, there you have it. And if you can get a third person, then you'll bring Jaxie along so y'all can have some good food.
Yeah. So we get good food, you know?
That makes sense to me.
We get a good house, we get some fireplace, we hunt some animals, or
hopefully
some
you
birds.
guys have played enough Raft and Rust that you can...
Oh yeah, we can get some...
survive and everything.
3, 2, 1, fight!
I'm not your father. I'm not your father.
Ten seconds remaining.
I'm not your father. Young punks. Young punks. I'm not your father. Get off my lawn. I'm not your father. 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 Sit down.
Sixty seconds remaining. Seconds remaining.
Alrighty, we're back. The audio's been fixed, ladies and gentlemen. We apologize for that. But the question that I asked, the one that y'all just missed, is if you could create a game mode in Overwatch, what would that game mode look like?
So, I would create a no 2CP game mode.
A what?
No 2CP, so no 2CP mode.
So just like quick play and competitive.
Just like whatever you want. No.
Okay. We can call it exclusion.
Yep.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
a lot of
oh,
people. I think a lot of people would like that idea of game mode.
I would definitely like it. I am not the biggest fan of any of the 2CP maps that we've got in the lineup. I think the maps are kind of trolly in a way. It's like if you're
It's
two
just
really
fun,
good teams, it just takes forever. If you're two really bad teams, it takes forever. If you're one
yeah,
good
it's
team,
like-
one bad team.
The thing I really dislike about 2CP is that you rely on one fight, and you have also the spawn thing where it's really irritating. That sometimes, even if you win the fight, you can still lose it for a random reason. I don't know. It's weird.
Like one person can respawn and be on the point for just a tad bit long enough to.
Yeah, and if like they manage to kill someone somehow in a 6v1, like it's
That
weird.
completely changes everything.
Yeah, I don't like that. I like payload. Payload is my favorite. CP is fine. Like capture point is also fine, but payload is definitely for me like the most enjoyable experience in Overwatch.
Now, moving on to something that for some people may not be as enjoyable. Who's the biggest troll on the Outlaws team?
Troll.
Yeah.
I would have said me, but since I have to name someone else, probably Dante or Hydration.
I can see it being both. I was going to say I think it's either Dante or Hydration. Just 'cause
Yeah, definitely one of those two.
that's the vibe I get. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, what do you miss most about homestands and the crowd mentality? You know, because for quite some time now, you guys have been forced to compete on
meeting fans, like seeing the real thing. You know, seeing all the people coming and cheering for us. That's the thing I miss most about it. Also, when you play on stage, it's like a whole different experience, you know?
Yeah.
It's like you feel the vibration of like the fans cheering and stuff. Like that's amazing. It's like it's like a superpower. You automatically play better because of it.
I can see that, you know. I mean, I remember at home. I remember being at the homestead here in Houston. Just how electric.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was insane.
Yeah. It is.
And speaking of the fans, do you have a most memorable fan interaction? A moment where somebody may have said something to you, given you something, something you may have signed. Is there anything that really sticks out to you?
Oh yeah, so I think it was season 2 of Overwatch League. There was a fan who gave me a Spree's Row t-shirt.
All right.
I still have it. I still wear it, and it's like actually a really comfortable t-shirt. And the design looks sick, and it's like, you know, it's like something I'll never forget too. So it's like actually the best gift I've ever gotten from a fan.
Nice.
And yeah, it's cool. Like that was amazing. And there were also a couple of fans there that when they gave me the gift, they were wearing the shirt too.
Oh, that's cool. So you're not the only one that has it. Other people out there have the shirt.
I think I can bring it out if you want to see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and grab it.
Give me 1 second.
All right. While he goes and grabs that, guys, I just wanted to let you know that if you wanted to ask any questions to Spree, just hop into the Discord channel. That's super cool. I have seen these shirts before, and I'm super jealous and want one. That is amazing.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it.
3, 2,
Looks like we're gonna be hopping back into our next round of Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh wait, am I?
Are you the tank this time?
Oh, I'm soldier. Okay.
All
I
right.
didn't want to die.
Let's see how long you can
I think-
survive
I think
and
that-
answer questions.
I think the engine is not moving. You need some coal, some.
Yeah, you know what they say about steam
Fuel.
engines, man. It takes them a little bit to.
Oh, he's running, he's running.
Yep. Alrighty, so while you're avoiding the tank engine, if you could create a new Overwatch League franchise, what city would you put it in and why?
So what city would I put in what?
Yeah. What city? If you had to create a new team, a new Overwatch League franchise, what city?
Either Amsterdam or Brussels. Actually, Brussels. I would #1 Brussels.
Just to bring Overwatch League home.
Yeah, exactly. And Brussels is like capital of Europe, so it would be a good city to represent. You know?
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, that was close. That was right next to me.
Ooh.
I think the trick. So I think I found a meta. How to never die.
All right, let us know.
So
what do we got?
basically, the meta is to stay in the middle, because when he charges, he just gets on the wall, you know, so he doesn't get close.
Let's see if you come out on top. Let's see if the meta works.
Yeah.
Oh, do you miss being outside, and what kind of things do you do for fresh air?
I like to go for a run.
Very nice.
So yeah, I miss outside. I would like to run more. Actually, the reason. Oh no, I died. Okay, okay, that's not. He got me though. I was distracted.
You're multitasking. It's hard.
Okay. So yeah, going to the gym. Honestly, that's like the #1 thing that I miss.
Young punks.
Alright.
Get off my lawn.
Okay, so this guy is pretty smart. He's basically going in behind him,
Yeah.
so he doesn't see him.
Okay.
He can't charge him. That's actually pretty smart.
Of the game.
I really wish that this was just a giant Thomas the Tank Engine face for the play of the game.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
pure fucking
holy-
perspective.
Oh my God, he popped off.
I never noticed that the engine, his eyebrows before he
Yeah.
charges.
Yeah, he frowns. Yeah. Dude, he got a triple kill and 1 charge.
That's difficult, all right? I wish I could do that on my regular Reinhardt play. So, Spree, what is your opinion on Belgian waffles in the United States?
They're not Belgian waffles. That's the #1 thing you can understand about Belgian waffles here. They're not Belgian waffles.
So what's the difference? Why not?
Okay. So, why? Do you want to know why not?
Yeah.
Or do you want to know? Okay, so I think the reason why they call it Belgian waffles in the United States is just to sell them. You know, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
They have a name, so people think it's good. So, but the real Belgian waffles. So you have different types. So you have Brussels waffles. You have gaufres liégeois. So from Liège, waffle from Liège.
From Liège, okay.
And so those are the 2 most popular ones. And the difference is, so the Brussels waffles, they are smaller. They're more, no, they're actually bigger. Those are the bigger ones. They're really soft. And usually you put something on it. You put like sugar on top, or like cream, like whipped cream.
Okay.
But so what makes it really good is the texture and how soft it's inside, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not like from my experience, Belgian waffles here, it's like breakfast waffles basically, you know.
Like the big fluffy.
It's like, yeah, it's like
waffle.
fluffy. It shouldn't be fluffy. Like it should be crusty and soft inside.
Okay.
You know. Okay. And the Liégeois ones, they are sugary and caramelized inside.
I have had those ones before. Those are absolutely fantastic.
Yes, they're both fantastic, both ones. Like, but I like both.
All right.
It just depends on the quality, honestly.
Well, not really going too far from our food topic, but a kind of a triple question here. Do you have a pre-game routine that you do before your matches in Overwatch League?
Well, I haven't. Yeah. Wait, I'm not thinking. Usually, I just do practice range. Like, warming up your aim. That's the most important part, I think. Because
Alrighty.
aiming is like the fundamental thing about shooter games.
Mm-hmm. If you don't have aim, there's not really much else to do. It's kind of the building block of everything.
Exactly.
And do you have a preferred game day meal? Is there anything, like soccer players, football players love to eat pasta and stuff like that before a big game, carbo load, or whatever the strategy is. Is there anything for you? Anything you like game day?
Yeah. So in the morning, when I wake up, I make eggs and oatmeal. I make like a mix, because that's like the perfect breakfast combination, and it's easy to make. And the oatmeal gives you a lot of energy.
Okay.
So I would definitely recommend that before gaming.
Oatmeal and eggs.
Good source of carbohydrates.
You heard
why is he trying to kill me?
First, folks. I think the name. I think he sees that it's you, and it's kind of, you're the top dog in the lobby.
He's gonna lose if he tries to kill me.
60 seconds.
Well, I love the fact that he gets angry right before each other. I think that's the best part of this game.
There's smoke out of his how do you call that?
I think it's smokestack.
Yeah, it's like a pipe,
Yeah.
35 seconds and we win.
This might be the first game where the soldiers win.
Yep.
This is the little engine that couldn't.
Poor engine. Poor Thomas.
Sorry, Tommy.
No! Oh, that was so close.
That was close.
Holy moly.
With 4 of you guys left, 14 seconds. I don't think he sees you. The stay behind him strategy is working.
Yeah, it's a good strategy.
He found you.
We won. Let's go.
2, 1.
Damn, GG. Wait.
There you go.
Yeah, GG. GG's in the chat.
Look at those GGs in the chat. And then last part of the food question, I guess, is, if any, where's your favorite place to go after matches? I know this really hasn't happened recently, but...
So, usually going back home and rewatching the VOD, that's like the way to celebrate it.
Just going and being like, yeah, we did good.
Yeah, we owned him, like, I did this. Like, that's the way to celebrate it.
Alright, celebrate it by rubbing it in. Got it.
Yep.
And then on the topic of, people know that you enjoy working out, you like staying fit. What kind of things have you been doing in quarantine to kind of keep up with that routine? Since you can't go to the gym, you can't go out and run as often. What kinds of things are you doing around the house?
So I tried to do home workout for a couple of weeks, and I did. So I bought like a pull-up bar for my door. Mm-hmm. So I put it on the door and I can do pull-ups.
Nice.
So that's one thing. I did that for like a couple of weeks to stay in shape.
Yeah. And
then recently I've been learning how to do yoga.
Ooh, that is something I've been wanting to do.
Yoga, I find it really calming, and it's like sort of an exercise, and it's good to get flexible,
Yeah, it's really good.
I would really recommend it. Sorry to interrupt. I would really recommend it to do yoga if you have posture problems.
Yes. I concur with that.
If you find yourself having back pain or any pain in your body, do yoga. Like, really do yoga every day for 5 minutes, and it's gonna make wonders for your body.
Only 5 minutes, huh?
You can do start with 5 minutes. Start with 5 minutes.
Yes,
if you start small, yeah. If you really enjoy it, go for 10, go for 20.
That is sound advice. I completely am behind that. And let's see what else we've got. Ooh, what are some of your favorite things about living in Texas? And I'm gonna add an additional part to this. What are some of your least favorite things about living in Texas?
Okay. Favorite things. So one thing I've noticed since I moved in Texas is everything is huge. Everything is big.
Yep.
The doors are huge. Like there's no practical, like, how do you say it? Like there's no functionality behind it, you know? They're just big.
Big door, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a big door. There's big rooms. Like even if it's empty, it's there.
Everything's bigger
Big
and better
roads,
in Texas.
big cars, you know? Big houses, big markets, big groceries. That's pretty cool. That's functional, you know?
Yeah.
To have big stores, a lot of choices and stuff. So yeah, that's cool. Food is good. Barbecue. Weather is always hot, always warm, never cold.
always
I mean,
hot.
it's sometimes it is cold, but
You get like we get
Usually.
like 2 months. We get like 2 months where it's like, oh my god, it's 65 degrees.
yeah. But coming from Belgium, I'm so used to having 75% of the time cold weather, so it's nice to have hot, comfortable weather, you know.
I would love to swap weather with you. And go back to the 75% cold
I
weather.
don't know if that's true. you have to get used to it, and I never, as a gamer, you live the comfortable lifestyle of being inside, you know.
Mhm. That's fair. That's a different kind of environment to be in. That's fair. Okay, I'll take your advice on that. I'm just gonna bring a coat. Yes. Especially right now, we're starting to get into the
yeah.
days where it's getting really hot out.
Like there's no fresh air sometimes, you know.
Retreat,
It's like
I'm not your
very.
father. Sam,
Humid. It's very humid.
10
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
Especially here in Houston.
Hey. Hey.
That's a comparison I haven't heard before, but I'm definitely stashing it later. I don't know. Did he get? Are you the train this fast? No, I see you there. Let's see if he's gonna be able to build up a set. Maybe you have to kill a certain amount of people to reset it, or something of the sort. I think that's pretty possible. Ooh. All right. We've got some more questions, Colin. And thank you guys so much for submitting all of these questions. And just a reminder, you can submit these questions in the chat, and we will be right back after this quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. So don't go anywhere. And we're back. We've figured out another little slew of technical issues, but that's all right, guys. We are back in the action. More questions. We are setting up our lobby right now for our Pharah 3v3, which is going to be interesting. Very interesting. I believe the Mercies can't heal, and Valkyrie is on 24/7.
Wait,
Here,
Mercy can't heal?
So,
What's the point of playing Mercy then?
okay, so 3 players on each team. The only heroes available are Pharah and Mercy, but the Mercy heals are off. Valkyrie is permanently available.
Wait. So you wait. What's the point of killing the Mercy if the Mercy can't heal?
I think this is gonna make for some interesting stuff.
Okay, I have a theory behind it. I think the purpose of the Mercy is to watch her Pharah die. I think that's the purpose of the Mercy.
It's a practice in those rough times in life, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe the Mercy can act as like a body shield, so like you can't heal.
Oh
but
yeah,
you can
okay. If you're
protect
my
health.
Mercy, I'm gonna tell my Mercy player. If you're my Mercy player, please block the Pharah shots from me. Please.
But then you as Pharah have to res them. That's how that happens.
No, you're a Pharah selfish player. Like DPS player don't care about skills. They're a selfish player.
All right. Gold medals, not reses. Got it. Speaking of some funny stuff, do you have a funniest memory from being on stage or during a match with a team that comes to mind?
So it was 3 years ago. I was playing Zarya and I was killing everyone and I was saying, I'm owning.
I can see that very much so.
Yeah.
I wish we could have gotten that one on the voice comms. Just I'm owning.
Yeah, actually we got it on the voice comms.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's why it was even more fun. That's why I remember it too.
I'll have to make sure to go look back for that one. And then, can anybody on the team sing?
Not that I know.
Is anybody able to carry a tune? No one? It doesn't surprise me, but
Not that I know.
gotta at least ask. And then one final question before we hop on into our Pharah 3v3. This one's a little bit more serious. What's it been like being coached by Harsha, Hureg, and Dream? And what kinds of responsibilities do Hureg and Dream have?
So how it's like, it's nice. They're very nice people. They're very good at communicating, so they're all doing a really great job. And how there are different roles between Hureg and
Between Hureg and Dream.
so Hureg focuses more on DPS or individual players, and Dream does help with Harsha, like stuff with like team environment.
Alrighty. Well, with that, I think that's going to bring an end to our Q&A. So, Spree, we're going to go ahead and let you join up into the 3v3 lobby and hop in to the voice channel. And
I need to join the voice channel on the other.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going. All right.
Alrighty. So he's gonna go ahead and join on that one. Oh wow, there's lots of me over there now. We're back, ladies and gentlemen, and we are in game. As you can see, Houston Outlaws on the right, Florida Mayhem on, or sorry, Houston Outlaws on the left, Florida Mayhem on the right.
2, 1, fight.
And we've got Nathan and Spree as our professional players here in this Pharah setup. We've got 2 Pharahs on the Houston Outlaws side and the Florida Mayhem side, and a Forever Valkyrie Mercy as well. No healing, all death. Spree. The Houston Outlaws representatives from the professional side going to be coming in big off the gate, making sure that the Florida Mayhem player and fans cannot gain too much space in the sky. He's able to find his first kill, looking for the second direct rocket, but the concussive blast coming out there by Hanaphobia. Able to keep her alive for just a little bit longer. She is getting tracked down by Spree and the Falcon Mercy. Very, very, very dangerous there. And it looks like Houston Outlaws will take the first round. And just to keep you guys updated on what the rules are for this setup, this is our Chicken Crossfire Pharmercy battle. And it is a custom game where each team can have 2 Pharahs and 1 Mercy. Mercy heals are off, but the Valkyrie is permanently available. First team to 3 wins. And of course, we're going to keep these things rolling and keep bringing fans on in. So if you wanted to join, make sure that you're a part of the Discord so that you can see or get in on all of that action. Coming up in the second round here, we see a switch up from Florida Mayhem. They've decided to go with 2 Mercies and 1 Pharah. So they do get the pretty much infinite Valkyrie, as well as the ability to fly around and shoot after the Pharahs as they so please. Looks like the Houston Outlaws still holding strong here in the Pharah matchup as we go to a 2-0, and the Houston Outlaws are pushing it to win their first matchup 3-0, which is a pretty good way to kick things off before our game. My favorite rock here on Lijiang Tower, solid rock, if you will. Let's see if we have any other switches up from the Houston Outlaws here, but no reason to really switch things up. It's been working for them. Spree, Telepunk, and Aeon. Looks like Aeon now going to be donning a second Pharah, Telepunk being on to that Mercy now. So they're switching up the roles a little bit. Spree, however, continuing on this Pharah that we talked to him earlier about the facility, so effective on. Hot Rod and Telepunk both using those Valkyries out the gate to make sure that they have the altitude that they need to combat with these Pharahs. Spree sneaking around on the edge of the middle tower there, but is going to get targeted out by Hot Rod. Hot Rod very, very adamant about which member of this Outlaws trio they want to take out. And it's Spree. Spree's going to follow now. It's just up to the fans of the Houston Outlaws to bring this thing home. But Hot Rod going to continue to find kills in the kill feed, looking for a third. And ooh! There you have it. Hot Rod from the Florida Mayhem coming in with a clean 3K and sweeping the lobby. Looks like a 2-1, so we're going to have to play at least one more round. Remember, first to 3 wins. Here you have the beautiful glass architecture of Lijiang Tower.
2, 1, fight. Match point.
Not too much of a switch up for the Houston Outlaws, but the Florida Mayhem are now putting Nathan onto that Valkyrie Mercy. And we've seen this Mercy be an absolute force of terror with a more consistent rate of fire in the air than what the Pharah can pull off, so you can do a little bit more reliable damage. Putting that into the hands of a professional player could spell doom for the Houston Outlaws as they look to finish off this series.
Heroes never die.
Oh, first kill from Spree once again as he lands a quick double tap on those rockets, and Nathan's very, very quick to respond. Ooh, great concussive blast into the opposing Pharah, but now has to go up against the very agile, Mercy up in the skies. Able to find himself a health pack, and now Spree hunting down this Mercy, but the mobility is just there, and the health pool just isn't for Spree. He needs another health pack, or at least a rock to hide behind. That rock's not going to hide her from long, especially from bird's eye view, as Nathan takes one, takes two, and now Aeon versus Nathan, Fan versus Pro. And Nathan is able to find the res there.
30 seconds.
So now it's 2v1. Ooh, trying to get around the corner, and no! Hot Rod there to protect Nathan. Also, this just in from the production booth. The selection of heroes is random, so I was currently under the impression that they were slotting out different team comps, who's going to play on who, but no, you either get Pharah or you get Mercy. It's like extremely limited mystery heroes. Spree, however, regardless of how badly he wants to play Mercy, the game's just not going to give it to him. Once again, coming out on Pharah. Nathan on the Mercy for Florida Mayhem. Telefunk on the Mercy for the Houston Outlaws. Remember, no healing, folks. It's only death here at the Zaxby's virtual tailgate party. Spree gonna make a quick little introduction, but doesn't want to get too far in without the rest of his team. So he's gonna just kind of play around this center construct and use it with his concussive blast to get out of a bad situation if he needs to. Spree now looking to take the aerial battle up against Nathan. Able to find the first 2 kills is the Florida Mayhem. Telefunk able to get in and get Aeon back up onto his feet, or onto the wings, I guess. But it doesn't look like that's going to get the job done. Florida Mayhem able to take the win here. The reverse sweep.
Play of the game.
We are going to be going into another matchup here as we get a few more fans into the rotation, into the lobby. But that's pretty much how this is going to go. A couple things that I didn't know that were happening. Like I said, it's a completely random selection of what those 3 players are going to receive, whether they're playing the Pharah or the Mercy. And don't forget that the Mercies can't heal. They can only Valk and go for shots, as well as resurrections. Looks like Spree gonna have to wait till next match to get that Mercy that he wants to play so bad. We talked so much about his Pharah play, didn't even get to talk about that Mercy play. So maybe we'll be able to see some gems out of him as well. And if you're in chat, remember, we're still fielding questions. If you have questions, send them in. I will promise you that they will get asked, but we'll do our best to get all of your questions asked and answered, as well as if you'd like to join and play in the lobby in the 3v3, make sure that you are joining our virtual tailgate Discord and hopping into our queue. I believe we're just swapping people out in lobbies. Yes, we are. For those of you that are watching that are Outlaws fans, please remember that there are lots of places for you to go and chat and have your watch parties, but we really want you in the official Outlaws Discord or the Lone Star Vanguard Discord, as they're great places for you to kind of connect with your fellow Houston Outlaws community. So don't be afraid to jump in and say hi. In those Discords. We would love to see you jump on in, join us for a movie night, maybe a night of Jackbox, or just hop in for the watch party as we watch our boys in green demolish, as you can say. We've got our members into our lobby, and it looks like we are just waiting on the go-ahead to hop on in back into Lijiang Tower. One of my favorite maps, by the way. Great places to go and boop. There's great places to hide, great Pharah play, as we're going to continue to see. Alrighty, and we are now in map. So let's get this next batch of 3v3 started.
Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Just a reminder, we would love to thank Zaxbys for sponsoring this virtual tailgate party. And of course, a huge shout out to the Outlaws staff for helping put on this beautiful, beautiful production. As we kick things off, Spree, once again, not the lucky Panda. That'll be Red Panda getting the Mercy. But both teams coming out with a 2-in-1 composition. 1 Mercy, 2 Pharas.
Piece of cake.
Let's see if anything different can come here. Nateson able to lead the Florida Mayhem fans to the first victory. Spree now looking to catch up a little bit. Coming around the far side, trying to make sure to keep a bit of a flank out. Knows that the Mercy is definitely a priority, but wants to get up close and personal with Nateson. Able to find nothing. Oh, there's the first direct rocket. Finds the second direct rocket onto him, and that's gonna be it. Oh, but Spree taken out from the skies by Angela. Able to take her vengeance upon her flying counterpart. Now Red Panda facing off against Felix in this Mercy 1v1 almost. Big there on the side, just able to relax on the bridge. All the Mercy does the work.
Select your hero.
Something we really need Spree to help out with those halftime talks to his team to help get these fans into the mood. Our next selection of heroes, and finally Spree gets Mercy. He's been calling for Mercy the entire time we've been playing, and finally he gets the chance to show his chops.
Right beside you.
Up against the Florida Mayhem with 2 Pharas in the sky instead of 2 Mercies, one could say that Spree and Red Panda have the upper hand here. They both have the ability to res Toby if they need to, or their fellow Mercy. Not to mention that the Valkyrie is slightly superior in flight to Pharas jets.
Heroes never die.
A little bit of a stutter there, but a stutter won't stop us. Able to find the attack onto the other airborne Mercy, but the shots just aren't landing. However, the health still there for him. Oh, very close to taking out the Mercy, and Dig is going to get taken out first. Red Panda with a headshot. Spree not able to find himself in the kill feed just yet. He's got his second Valkyrie, so it's time for him to get to work, to take some action. Able to find the opposing Pharah, and there goes Felix, and now it's just a bit of a hunt for Nateson. Looking to find this third Pharah, take him out of the mix, but Nateson able to find Toby before getting found himself. Using the geometry of the map to keep himself alive, while Spree gets stuck inside of a room, able to res up that Pharah, now a 3v1, and takes the headshot. Gets the res, gets the kill, he giveth life, he taketh life.
Select your hero.
Coming into our next matchup now at a 1v1, remember first team to 3 takes home the bacon, and Florida Mayhem already has a strip of bacon in their grocery bag. Houston Outlaws looking to tie things up with this matchup.
Fight.
You're going to come with me, dead or alive.
Spree and Red Panda both once again with the Mercy, and we saw that when the Houston Outlaws player and fans have that double Mercy, they do tend to do a little bit better. It's more consistent damage flying. But this time around, Florida Mayhem also running with 2 Mercies. We haven't seen a barrage yet, and I don't expect to see a barrage soon. But I definitely have a gold star sticker for the first team to field a barrage. Spree coming in from the back, looking to get some sort of early damage onto that Mercy, but he gets attacked himself, faded out even. For a bit of a health pack, he needs to find something to keep that health up. The Outlaws have already lost their Pharah over on the inside there to try to even the scales. Spree will be able to do so. Going back for a health pack, remember nobody can heal, so you have to rely on the environment. Florida Mayhem actually gating Toby's body, not allowing the Houston Outlaws Mercies to drop in for that res. Like Spree is gonna get very, very gutsy here. Finds himself the res onto Toby, brings the Pharah back into the mix. The Florida Mayhem have done the same, and now they take out both Mercies. This is looking grim for the Outlaws. As 2-1, the score completes. Florida Mayhem able to keep themselves alive. Florida Mayhem now looking for the point to close out this matchup, but the Houston Outlaws very adamant they are not here to give up. Their resilience going to show through as Spree leads his team into a 2 to tie. I'm calling it right here. Let's see what the lineup is. Florida Mayhem rocking 2 Faras and a Mercy. Houston Outlaws rocking the same. Free and Nathan both on the Mercy. So we have our fans on the Fara and our pros on the Mercy. Beautiful shade skin by Red Panda as he flies into the fight. Trying to find out somebody on the bridge, caught unawares, but isn't able to get it in.
Heroes never die.
See how this goes. Red Panda looking for the shots onto Nathan. Nathan getting mighty low. He's almost dead. Spree able to take Nathan out of the fight now. With that advantage, they're going to fly directly into the face of the Fara and find one. Felix, the last remaining Florida Mayhem fan, trying to use the geometry of the map to keep cheeky angles on the Outlaws members. So without using one person, the Outlaws are going to even up the score 2-2. I called it. I'm a fortune teller. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm not going to push my luck. I think that's the last fortune I will tell today. 2-2. Next win wins. This is not a win-win situation. It's a wins-wins situation.
3, 2.
Free, Panda, and Toby. Spree and Toby both on the Mercy. Florida Mayhem puts Nathan back onto the Fara. Or Nathan gets the Fara, I should say. Felix and Big are both going to be rolling in with these Mercies. A lot of pressure on Spree. Keep himself alive and in the game on this Mercy. He's been able to be extremely effective so far. Hopefully he can maybe get an early pick onto Nathan, Felix, or Big. Red Panda now battling Felix and these guys trying to keep themselves alive, but it's so difficult with the agility of the Mercy. So we will see Red Panda fall down first, but Spree will take Big out of the fight as a bit of a revenge killing, if you will. Gonna keep himself far, far away from everybody else. The res comes in now from Felix onto Big, so now 2 Mercies back on the table as Toby uses that Valkyrie to try and escape. But it's a very deadly situation. Those direct rockets aren't going to help. Toby gets taken out, and now it's just Spree on his last leg, his last life. He has nowhere to go but up. And up is exactly where he has to go. He isn't able to get the job done. The Florida Fingers are gonna go ahead and take it. Texas Toast still hunting for their first win.
Play of the game.
All right, so that's our second matchup now. And we are going to be taking those fans out of the lobby and throwing some new fans in there. Just a reminder, guys, that we are going to be having the matches up. But if you want to get any more questions in, please make sure that you are going to the Tailgate Discord or submitting them in chat. Remember that those questions are for Spree and the team. But it looks like lobby is filling up quite quickly, which is always nice to see. And just for you guys in chat, I wanna ask Fara or Mercy. You can't choose Pharmercy. You have to choose one or the other. Who has aerial superiority? Who's got the better lore? Who do you prefer, if you will? Fara or Mercy? Angela or Fariha? Who are you going for? Let me know in chat. Spree now preparing to talk Mars and his buddy into the next matchup. Really needs to bring one of these Houston Outlaws fan-made teams to a victory. We've seen many great things happen with the fans and the Outlaws, and this is just one that's been winding up. They're letting the suspense build. I believe that's my call. They're just kind of working it in, making sure that we can come back in extravagant fashion.
Select your hero.
Here we are back on the beautiful, beautiful lantern-lit nights of Lijiang Tower. Sorry for that, ladies and gentlemen. Quick pause. We got to make sure that people are in the right voice chats. You got to have communication in Overwatch. You know, it's one of the most important things out there. Call outs, call outs, call outs. Information is power. So we got to make sure that these teams can talk to each other. While they're hopping into their voice channels, I would like to remind everybody out there to stay safe, be smart, and game more. Play more games. It's, you know, it's not mandatory, but it will. I think that if everybody played more video games, the world would be a little bit more socially distant. And right now we could use that. So play more video games. Lots of stuff coming out on the shelves. More Overwatch, man. Go get that Zarya skin. If you haven't gotten that Zarya skin, get the Zarya skin. But enough about Zarya. Back to Spree, back to Nathan, back to the tailgate. Looks like we're going to have a 2 Pharah, 1 Mercy for the Outlaws, 2 Mercy, 1 Pharah for the Florida Mayhem. Now we have converging factors, if you will. Who's gonna be better? Is it gonna be the 2 Pharahs, or is it going to be the 2 Mercies? Mason and its Train going to have to be formidable. Mars getting low already on this Mercy, being tagged out by a dynamic duo of disaster in the sky. Mason and its Train completely destroying this first round. Bree is gonna have to help his fans really come up with some sort of strategy, because obviously Nathan and his team are working together. Just a reminder, folks, at 1:30, coming up in 15 minutes, we will all be hopping into our event Discord, which is that Zaxby's virtual tailgate party Discord that I've been talking about. We're going to be hopping in there for our watch party for the game against Florida. So if you'd like to come and join us in watching that Houston Outlaws matchup, please feel free to do so. Nathan now with Tran, both on Mercy again. This time Spree and IHG going to have to do something to combat these mischievous medics here. Tran gonna take Spree out of the fight there. Nathan as well gonna help out with Aichi, and now it's just that Pharah on the bottom.
Score 2-0.
The watch party that I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is gonna be just a watch party, but it's gonna be a watch party with your friends, your fellows, your professionals, your players. Boink, Muma, and Spree. All 3 of those wonderful gentlemen are going to be joining us for the watch party so that they can cheer on their brothers in arms.
I'll be watching.
I want to thank everybody for submitting the questions that you did and the questions that you're continuing to submit. You had some pretty good ones out there. Very excited that you guys were interested and able to ask some good questions. I hope that you got the answers that you were looking for. I know that Spree right now is looking for some sort of answer to this Florida Mayhem trio that is currently on the board. Spree being very sneaky, coming around the outside, Able to find first kill is Nathan onto Mars. So one of the Pharahs down, but an immediate res coming out from Spree, but at the expense of his own life. So they're going to lose their only Mercy. And with that, Train starting to gather himself a little bit of notoriety in the kill feed in this 3v3. And quite quickly, Florida Mayhem will take another win. Well, that does it for our 3rd matchup here. Like I said, don't forget, guys, 20 minutes. We will be joining the Discord channel here on the virtual Tailgate Discord, along with Boink, Muma, and Spree for that virtual watch party. We would love to have everybody in one big location for a big tailgate party, but as you guys know, that is not something that's really possible right now. So we really do thank you guys for coming out to the virtual tailgate party, and we really want y'all to come join the Discord, join the voice channel, hop in, watch the game with us, cheer on the Outlaws, and help push them to victory. And like I said, the players will be joining. And while I'm in the process of shouting things out, I really would like to give a huge thanks to Zaxbys for helping us put on this entire production. But only here for a farewell announcement. I just wanted to remind you yet again, if you didn't get the message, get it in your noggin, hop into the Discord, the Zaxby's Tailgate Discord, and there's a voice channel called Watch Party. Go hop in it. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have a party in the Watch Party channel. Boink, Spree, and Muma are all going to be joining us to cheer on their brethren, of course. And before I myself say goodbye, I wanted to once again give a huge thank you to the folks at Zaxby for sponsoring this, the wonderful people here at the Outlaws, the staff of the Outlaws for helping put on this production, the wonderful people over with the Florida Mayhem staff that are also helping do everything and put this on for you guys. And then, of course, I'd love to thank all of you fans out there watching the YouTube channel, submitting questions, joining into those 3v3 fights. But with that, and one final, go Zaxbys, go get yourself some Zaxbys. I myself am going to be trying Zaxbys for the first time today at some point, so I'll make sure to tweet out my love of Zaxbys, because as everybody here has been chatting them up so much. But with that, I have been Winston, Title 24, with the Houston Outlaws and the Lone Star Vanguard. Thank you so much for tuning in to our virtual tailgate party, and make sure you're in that Discord so you can be there for the watch party. Have a good day.